Howdy everyone, yes it is that time, it is I, and I'm talking about the movie everybody's going to be talking about, all us YouTube reviewers and even people on the street. It's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Synopsis: you got Harry and his buddies going against he who should not be named in a final showdown. That's basically all you need to know. Part 1 was the calm before the storm. Link to the bottom, cast and crew. You know the cast, you know the story, you know the characters, which is great because that helps set up this film so perfectly, folks. You don't have a lot of time that's wasted on origin stories or that. We know these characters. We've had a decade to learn these characters. Kids have grown up with these characters, so by now we know them and we can focus completely on the story, and that they did. Part 1 was the calm before the storm, and here is the maelstrom. Okay, folks, this film just had everything going right for it, okay? All the films throughout the years have matured as the source material did and as their fan base has, which is a good thing because this is a dark film. I'm going to go into this right now telling you this isn't exactly for the younger crowd, but those who have grown up with the films aren't going to be that younger crowd, so it's definitely appropriate material for the grown-up fan base who have followed these films since they were wee folks. Okay, let's get to the performances. First off, you can tell everyone knows this is the final film. They put their all into these characters, from the minor characters to the major characters. Everybody just puts their all and handles this material so well and takes such a serious tone with a film that franchise that started out as basically a kid magician movie has really grown up. Okay, everybody's top-notch performances, especially Alan Rickman, Fiennes in there. You know, I mean, everybody, Radcliffe, everybody's performances are fantastic, and I loved Alan Rickman's performance in this film. I mean, he's been Snape for me all along. When they said he was going to be Snape, I'm like, that's top-notch casting, and he has not disappointed us throughout the films. And let me tell you, in this last one, his performance is fantastic, okay? You know, everything about this film has everything going right with it. I mean, the direction is fantastic in this. They handle the action scenes beautifully. You can tell what's going on. There's stuff going on in the background while you get the main action going. I mean, it feels like a really epic movie, which it should be after 7.5 films, ending a franchise on, you know, with this, on this epic of a scale was the best. You know, it's just what they had to do, okay? Anything less would be disappointing, and they will not disappoint. All of you who say, well, the movies haven't really held true to, you know, everything in the book, well, you're talking thick-ass books and only 2.5 hours to fit a movie in, so yes, you're going to cut stuff out, but let me tell you, the reason they did Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2, broke it up in 2 films, so they could respect the source material and hit every plot point. And let me tell you, Part 2 hits it. There were sections in there. The production design, I'm set to go, that's how I imagined it. I mean, they nailed that, okay? And the editing in this, the pacing of this film is fantastic. You forget that you're in a film for 2 hours, 2+ hours, okay, folks? The special effects, top-notch as well. Definitely went all out with the visual effects, but they aren't doing them to be flashy. They do them to fit the story, okay? It fits. It doesn't feel like we're doing this just because we can. It's 3D. We're not shooting stuff in front of you just because we can. It helps fit the story. Does not seem forced or just showing off, okay? It has a purpose. And the soundtrack is beautiful, okay, folks? They've had different composers throughout the years, and let me tell you, Desplat, who did the score for this film, does a beautiful job. Fantastic score that complements and accents all the action on screen perfectly. Really, just everything about this film has all things going right for it. It deserves the buzz and the praise that it's getting from everyone. It's hard to say. I know I went into this film saying, you know, yeah, right, because some people were saying, well, could it be nominated for Best Picture? Yeah, it's a Harry Potter film, and while they've been very, you know, decent, the franchise has been solid, come on, it's a kid sorcerer movie. Could it really be nominated for Best Picture? I think it should, really. It's best movie that's come out this year. So far as you can guess, 5 stubs across the board. Worth your price of admission, even in the 2D. I got to see it in the 2D, and let me tell you, it looked beautiful. Everything is just, it sucks you in, okay? If you haven't seen the Harry Potter franchise, you want to go see a good movie, go rent Part 1, and then go see this in the theaters. It is worth your time, money, and it is worth the effort. It is a project you can tell everyone involved in it put their all into it, and it definitely shows up on screen, and it deserves all the praise that that film is getting. And that'll about do it for us here at the Final Cut. Till next time, keep that ticket stub.